before to cut everybody off.
Like that.
Bro, I don't think I'm right. That's wild, bro.
Where are we coming up with these questions? Orgy going on? My man said he's a show.
She aged like cheese.
You got
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Practically become Bruce Wayne.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.
Meow, 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 because I don't know what the buttons for the sound effects at.
I don't think I have that sound effect. Yeah, I ain't got that one. I got that one. Did y'all hear it?
Title is invalid.
Did you hear it?
I did hear it.
Cool. Cool.
Why won't it let me go live on Twitch though?
Man, we should have probably fixed this before we started.
Anywho,
Play us fuck up.
It'd be like that.
what is the damn deal? Everyone's.
Look, brother. Today is Sunday, which is my Friday, and I'm all right. I'm all right.
That's good to know, brother. Sound like tomorrow you doing hood rat stuff with your friends.
I mean, unless y'all gonna be here, y'all the only friends I got.
I gotta do adult things like work.
Shucks.
But I only work 2 days this week.
Tomato.
Then I'm getting on the road, headed to a city near you. Okay.
You got the packs. You got the packs on deck.
Mm-hmm.
You got the goddamn.
Yeah.
Hey.
The car
Well,
is
shit.
ready.
Well, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Popcorn in Your Beard podcast. I am your host, the King MOE 1/5 of the Popcorn in Your Beard podcast, the baddest podcast in the land. And I got my motherfucking people with me.
Hey man, say man, this your boy Duke, your favorite fat person, and I'm letting y'all know that I am circumstance.
You what?
I'm circumstance.
Let me turn my shit up because you sound low as hell.
We're going to get back to that. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm Unpopular Stoner, aka Shake Butter Baby,
Butter baby.
the host of Ain't No Book to This Shit, and I'm just here for a good time.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just to give y'all some context, Shea Butter Baby expressed her wanting to be a special guest on the show. So I put a poll in the Discord of 3 movies that she would be interested in talking about, and the movie that we're reviewing tonight is the movie that she suggested that won the Discord poll. So here we are talking about the Blackkklansman, starring Denzel Washington Jr., Adam Driver, Topher Grace, who else in this thing? Corey Hawkins. Who else in this thing? Alec Baldwin, Harry Belafonte, Gina Belafonte, Isaac Whitlock Jr., Mr. She. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little handful of folks up in this movie, man. You know what I'm saying? Spike Lee joint, 2018 type shit. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What up, Chrissy? What up, Key? You know what I'm saying? Tell your mama them to click the link and get on up in here so we can talk about this here. So Shay, what is it about this movie that just stands out in your mind? What made you pick this movie?
First of all, this movie is good. I like this movie. It's not meant to be comical, but it's comical to me. Listen. A lot of Spike Lee joints have a story, have a message for sure. But this movie's definitely a goodie, but also comedy to me. And the reason I like it so much is because it came out like the year after Trump got elected, or he was in office. And one of the lines in the movie that Ron said was, America wouldn't elect somebody like David Duke. And the other cop said, that's very naive of you coming from a black person. So it's comedy to me. It's serious, but it's also comedy.
Duke, you seen this movie before, or you just watched it for the first time, like me?
Brother, I watched it for the first. I've seen it. I've seen it. I haven't seen it, but like I've known of it. But this is my first time watching it, and I'm slightly surprised, to be honest with you. I'm slightly surprised of a lot of things about the movie, but I didn't think I was gonna like it. Didn't think I was gonna like it, but it was okay. It was solid. It was
So
solid.
what made you think like that you wasn't gonna like it?
Uh, well, I knew it was gonna be a high racial type of movie, and I'm not the biggest fans of those type of movies. So that was one thing. Two, um, I guess the time frame of the movie. Like I don't really like movies that like go back in time. That back in the day type movies, or
So
movies
so
that's
so
really
did
set
it
in the
bother
60s.
you that 99.7% of all the black people in the movie had Afro?
No, it bothered me that everybody was like Sister Sunflower in this movie. Like, remember the part when they was walking on the little bridge thing, and he was just trying to have like a regular conversation, and she was like, "No, it's all about the movement, brother." And I'm like, "Come on, man!" Like,
Patrice was so aggy in this movie,
yeah,
boy.
I'm not gonna
She
hold you.
needed that act right, man.
I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like you had to be there to like really get like the full thing of the whole Black Panther movement, whatever. But I'm not gonna lie. I said this before. Overly woke people piss me off.
Don't they know? They piss me
Over,
off.
overly woke people, and they was too fucking woke for me. Even to the point where like she was like she didn't even like acknowledge him as a cop. He was a pig. And then she was like, I can't sleep with the enemy. And he was like, all this damn work I just did, and you still think I'm the enemy? I just took down some heavy hitters.
Are you for the empowerment of the people, my brother?
Are you
Yeah,
for the
come on, man.
revolution?
But
Are you for the
yeah,
liberation of black people?
and every meeting only had 17 people in it. What y'all gonna do? What y'all do? 17 people at somebody's house. What kind of what, what we doing? Come on. But yeah, that's what I mean by like back in the day movie. Like brother, yeah. Dude, they getting on my nerves. And take off the damn leather jackets. They hide heavy. So, but it was solid. It was solid.
So if I'm not mistaken, the movie starts off with a massive. It was like a very large open space with a bunch of bodies just laid out, and people was looking for their family members and shit. And then here come Alec Baldwin with this brother. That the way he was fucking that speech up was killing me, bro. Like he was on some Ron Burgundy shit. Like he would mess up there. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me start over. He's like, wait, what's the word? What's the word?
He said, "What's the word? Watch this shit." I was like, "What?" That was the worst infomercial, commercial, whatever fuck they was filming.
Oh.
Just the worst.
It took him like 30 takes to get through that infomercial. That shit was hilarious, bro. And he could not. He'd be like, "Fuck, wait, what's the word? Mucinex? Goddamn. What did I say? Robitussin, Mucinex. Is that how you say it?" I'm like, this man cannot be serious. This man cannot get. He cannot be serious. But yes, Denzel Jr. definitely sounds like his pops. He don't look like his pop as much, but he definitely sound like.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I got to see his mom.
That one scene where they was on the porch and he was like when he told that he was a cop, he turned to his daddy for a second. He turned to his daddy. He was real.
He was like, "You want to sit?" She was like, "No, I'll stand."
Yeah.
I wanted to smack the shit out of her when she said that. I wanted to smack the shit out of her because, like, I want to I want to take that wig. That it was a wig fro because it kept sliding. If y'all was paying attention, especially during the dance scene, her shit was sliding back and forth. You could tell they had to fix it.
She got on my nerves, but she's fine though.
She's very pretty.
And he didn't get to give her no act right neither.
For real. And she said she wasn't sleeping with the enemy because he was a pig. She can't do that.
She'll mess with the swine.
That's crazy.
My brother.
So we got Denzel Washington Jr. playing a character named Ron Stallworth, who he always wanted to be in law enforcement, and he goes to the Colorado Springs Police Department to become a cop. And he's being interviewed by Isaiah Whitlock Jr. and his white counterpart. And they're like, you know what I'm saying? Asking him questions. He's answering every question is about as good as you can answer it. So he was like, all right, let's cut to the chase. So what's going to happen if if a fellow cop calls you a nigga?
Is that going to happen here?
Is that going to happen? He was like, well,
shit. He said, shit. Like, you damn right.
You damn right. But
I
think
you think that about Colorado, right?
During that time?
I mean,
yes.
Would you count that as is that in the north? Man, Midwest North? Or that's like
Colorado is over there by Montana.
Yo, where the fuck is Montana? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know where none of that is. That's up there? Up top?
So it's like it's by like Texas. It's like close to Texas.
No.
You sure? You said about Utah and
it's Colorado. Let me look it up.
I'm pretty sure Colorado is like in the middle. I don't think it's high as up people think it is. Because it's in the Rockies. Is it the Rockies? Yeah, the Rockies.
So the neighboring states to Colorado are New Mexico, Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming, and Utah.
Well, Utah and Texas, same thing.
What?
It's like Florida and Georgia.
Nah, Texas and Louisiana. Yes. Utah?
Oh, y'all don't fuck with Utah, bro?
Hell no. What? I mean, not to say I don't, but you know what? I've never met nobody from Utah.
Bruh, where the hell? I'm lost.
No,
there it is. There it is. There it is.
Jesus Christ. How do you? Look, if Ken taught you anything, use MapQuest.
I found it.
Damn, MapQuest.
I found it.
MapQuest. So he goes and interviews to be in the CSPD. And that was the last question they asked him. Like, what you gonna do with a fellow cop? Not a pedestrian, not an unruly citizen, not a Karen, But what you gonna do when a fellow cop, somebody who wears the same exact uniform, got the same badge on their uniform as you, calls you a nigger? Will you be able to turn the other cheek? And he was like, I mean, if I got to, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be professional. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do nothing to jeopardize my job. So they was like, hey, welcome to the team, cuz. And they put him in records. So the word that would trigger him, because they used it a lot, when they would have him pull a record, and it was the record that belonged to a black man, they called him a toad. They were like, hey, I need you to pull the record for this toad. Your favorite fat person. Hey, I need you to pull the record for this toad, Unpopular Stoner. And it got to the point where every time they did that shit, like he would walk slower and slower to the record box to pull the folder, and then he looking back and forth at the paper and like, yeah, this is the right one. Like taking his sweet ass time because he got tired of them. He was like, I don't have toads here. I have human beings. And if you give me their name, I'll give you the file.
I heard you think you're hot shit, but you ain't nothing but a cold fart.
But you ain't nothing but a cold fart.
That's a lie.
First of all, a fart
a
can
lie.
never be cold.
Yeah, it's always slightly spicy.
What?
Yeah,
You can check your
always
diabetes.
It depends on what you ate.
Yeah, I mean it comes out warm, but then sometimes you got a
It
little.
damn sure ain't gonna be cold. I tell you that.
But I'm saying once it hit the air, ain't it? Don't it get cold?
I mean, it's kind of hard to test that out.
I mean, science wasn't my best subject.
I guess if you put your hand over the hole, you can keep the heat there. My bad.
So yeah, because trying to catch on fart in your hand is
It's crazy.
wild business.
It's crazy.
So after one day in records, he go back to the chief of
Time out,
the. Go
Time out, brother. Can we? Shane,
What did I do?
ahead.
just a quick question, and we can move on to the movie. Right?
Sure.
When you catching said farts, are you like trapping it with your hand, or you like,
I am not doing it. I was
or is it
saying
like
for the
is it like a net that you're trying to?
Duke. We were talking about cold farts. I'm like, once it hit the air, ain't it cold? Y'all said ain't no way to test that. And I'm like, well, maybe if you put your hand, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Because I don't be catching farts.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, are you catching it? And
I'm not
like
catching
LeBron?
it.
Okay.
I'm not catching it. Fuck you.
Oh,
So the next day, he goes to the chief of the department and was like, "Hey man, say man, I ain't gonna hold you. I hate the record room, cuz." And he was like, "Well, hey rookie, that's where we put all the rookies. That's where they all start off, in the record room." So he was like, "Hey, I want to go undercover," and it was like, "Nigga, like you only been here for 72 hours, like what?"
That's what it seemed like, right?
Like what kind of request is this? Like you already trying to move departments. Like you automatically trying to jump into a department that demands more responsibility. And he was like, "Hey man, like what you need me? You need me to shave my beard. You need to cut my fro. Like you need me to be clean shaven. Like I'll do whatever it takes to go undercover, get out that goddamn record." So after a while, it was like, you know what?
I changed my mind.
I'm gonna let you move departments, but if you fuck up, you're gonna lose your goddamn job. Slap
I
your
know you
nose
give a
off.
damn about the job. You
I'm
give a
gonna
damn about
slap
the
your
job.
nose off,
Mhm.
and you're gonna kick rocks. So they called him while he was asleep. He was like, "Hey, you sleep?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Hey, well, come get up, bring your ass in. so I can introduce you to the other undercovers you're gonna be working with. Yes, ma'am.
Did you notice this nigga was late every time?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he walked in, it was like, oh, CP time.
CPT? CPT?
Sorry, ma'am. What did I forget, sir?
Sorry, I just had to put that because it's like every time he gets it, won't happen again. And it was like, we heard this before. He was always late, bro. Okay, I'm sorry.
They was keeping it authentic.
Yeah.
They wanted the movie to be realistic.
Because
Why
remember,
niggas
this
can't
is
be on
this is
time?
Spike Lee joint we're talking about.
Why niggas can't be on time? What's the
I'm
point
always
of
on
it?
time. I hate being late.
Me too. I'm the same way. But I just
What's your
I'm sorry.
I ain't trying to put your business out there, but what's your what's your genetic makeup? What's your percentages?
Why does that
Because
even matter? Duke said he also do not
because
like to be late.
because that particular percentage is what keeps you punctual. Is all I'm saying.
The military is what keeps me punctual, sir.
But I mean, I'm a punctual nigga myself. If ain't nobody,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a punctual nigga myself. I ain't gonna hold you.
I hate being late, but it's 75 and 25. If you must know.
Yeah, so that 25 be like, yes, sir, Dean Kane, sir.
I don't
Hell
like being
yeah.
late.
Me
Like
neither. Me neither. It
it
makes
gives
my
me
ass itch.
anxiety. I don't like being late.
It makes my ass itch. Like if I'm with a group of people and we getting ready to go somewhere, like I'm gonna make it a point to not be the nigga that everybody waiting on.
But I hate being the nigga who's waiting on everybody to get ready.
Bruh. Like that's why I'm always like, I'll drive myself. Cause I'm gonna
So
get there on time and I'm leaving when I want to.
see, this might not make sense to some people, but this is also the reason why I get ready at the last minute. Because if I took my time preparing to go somewhere and I still got to wait, I'm gonna be pissed. So like if I have to be at the door by 9 o'clock, I'm getting dressed at 8:50 and I'm out of there. Like I'm yeah, I'm
Don't you hate when you and your kids gotta go somewhere and they see you getting ready
hmm
and you they see you getting ready and you still gotta tell them like, hey, what the fuck you waiting on? Like
not only that,
we just told you we got to get ready to go. And you know, watch me walk past your door 17 times, putting on my shoes, putting on my shirt, putting on my socks, putting on my hat,
mhm,
grabbing my keys. I done took Roxy out and used the bathroom. You see me doing all this shit, and now I
mhm.
got the keys in my hand ready to walk out the door, and you just not rolling out the bed.
So there's a difference between whooping your child and wanting to punch your child in the face. The times I want to punch my child in the face is when we get in the car and they forgot something. I forgot this. Go get it.
So the problem I have with my girls is the complete opposite because everywhere they go, they try to bring their whole entire room.
Yeah, they bring blankets, iPads, toys, dolls, and then they leave it wherever we was. They leave something. My
Everything
daughter
to
would get she would get in the car with one shoe on. Sure, where your shoe at? Mhm. So you walking with one shoe never bothered you. Like it didn't bother you at all. I ain't talking about like no slipper, no flip flop. I'm talking like a whole shoe that I had to put a military bow in it. That shoe, where that shoe at? Where you was in the house? I know that. I know you was in the house. Where at in the house? Go get your shoe. Go get your shoe. Now, technically, we don't have a time limit to get home, but in my brain, it takes me 17 minutes from this place to get to the house. You're messing up my 17 minutes. Because by minute 19, by minute 19, I'm in the bed taking on my socks. You mess with my minutes.
Messing my time up.
Yeah, you missed my time.
But in true fashion, Ron Stallworth is late to every meeting. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of meetings, but he was late.
Mm-hmm.
So they take him into the room with the other undercovers, and they're explaining to him, you know what I'm saying, giving them the rundown, the ones and twos, or what have you. Like, hey, this is Flip. This is what's the other dude name?
He didn't really matter to me, so I didn't remember.
The other two guys. Yeah, I don't remember what their names was either. So you know what I'm saying? They get him acclimated, pretty much tell him to come to street clothes. They get him a little desk with a little rotary phone, you feel me? And I don't know if I missed something.
Yeah. So his initial mission was to go to that university gathering for brother
Stokely Carmichael, but he
Stokely
changed his
Carmichael,
name
yeah.
to Kwame Ture or some shit like that.
Yeah, Kwame Ture.
Because
That
there
was the
some
first
intel.
That was his first assignment. And then they said it was going to move him to intelligence. And that's when he had the rotary phone and called the
So before they move him to intelligence, he goes to the Black Panther meeting to listen to Kwame Ture speak, which is where he meets Patrice, because she's the president of
the national something, whatever.
The NAACP. She was the president. Yeah. So he meets her, and like a nigga, like, hey, well, shit, since you the president, and you know what I'm saying, can I like cut the line? She was like, nah, cuz take your ass to the back. So, you know what I'm saying, he got the wire on, he get in there, and Kwame Ture is Dr. Dre from Straight Outta Compton. He's the only nigga in this movie without an afro. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally the only one. And yeah, he was the only one. So what I like about this scene is the way Spike Lee got shots of everyone individually who was listening to him speak, and was like highlighting like the natural blackness of everybody that was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was dope.
Yeah.
The one thing that I did not like about Ron Stallworth is whenever he would say like sister, like he would say sister with a hard ER. Like it wasn't black enough for me. Right on, sister. Like, bro, like you're like, come on. You said you were fluent in jive and fluent in
He's not though.
Like proper English, but it's like, no, your English is so proper. You 75-25. Like right on, sister. Like, no, that's not how we do this.
Especially when he was repeating what they were saying in the crowd. It just did not flow. It was terrible.
That brother had no A's in his vocabulary. No A's at the end.
None. No A, no AH. It was all ERs. And I couldn't stand it, bro. So
I wonder they trying to coach him on that. Like brought that to his.
I think he did it on purpose.
I mean, it would make him look like
because I don't know. Like, I know he got it in him, but like he said, his parents raised him right.
Man,
and it sounded like it. So
his jive never came over. It never came over.
His jive wasn't jive enough for
me. It never came over.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He sounded like he went to an Ivy League college. You know what I'm saying? Full ride. Nigga had a major in computer science or some shit like that. But the meeting was over, and everybody's shaking my man hand on the way out, and he holding up the line because he want to ask all kind of questions. And he was like, "You really think it's going to be a race war between the whites and the blacks?" And he was like, "Hey, brother, if I was you, I'd go ahead and get that chopper, get that Drake. You know what I'm saying? Get the Glock with the switch. You know what I'm saying? With the extendo, because the revolution is coming. This shit about to go down. You
I
know what I'm
hate
saying?
niggas like this. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get that laser attachment on that SMG. You feel me? Get the drum clip with the with the underbarrel on it. You know what I'm saying? Get you a couple hand grenades, get you a Batman utility belt. This shit about to go.
Shut the fuck up.
For real. For real. All that for real.
So and then he trying to get on Patrice's good side, you feel me? And I'm just like, predictability is telling me it's gonna get to a point in the movie where she actually gonna start digging him a little bit, but then he gonna fuck it up when he have to tell her what his job really is. I'm like, okay, that part gonna come later on in the movie. That's cool. So he gets moved to intelligence, and the first thing this nigga does is calls the organization.
The chapter that is where he is in Colorado Springs.
Calls the Grand Wizard. What was his name?
Not the
David
first time.
No,
He
not
didn't
the first time. Not the first time. Not the first time. But he calls and puts on his white girl voice.
That never
His regular-
changed. That's
his
how he
regular
talks.
voice.
His regular
Yeah.
voice.
But his regular voice. But for folks like us, whenever we do these on the phone interviews, or when we talking to somebody from a company who we trying to get hired at, we put on our white girl voice.
Listen, he just didn't know how to. He didn't know how to code switch. He said he did, but he couldn't. We know how to code switch.
Wasn't no switching, man, because he was all straight and narrow. Every single letter is enunciated. You know what I'm saying? Man didn't say one slang word this whole movie.
At all. I felt like he forced Jive out. I feel like he forced that out. He couldn't say that. He forced that. They made him say that.
Did they say anything important at the bar? Because after the meeting, he was like, "Shit, what you about to do?" She was like, "I got to make sure homeboy get to the hotel, but if it ain't gonna be too late, you can meet me I'll meet you at the chicken strip. You know, so we can go have a drink. You feel me?" So,
the only thing that was important that happened at the bar is she told him about how she got pulled over by his counterpart.
By the nigga that called everybody a toad.
Yeah, she didn't say his counterpart because, of course, she didn't know, but they got pulled over and he was getting a little handsy with her and called her a nigger bitch and told her to get old boy out.
The fact that all four of them was in that little red punch buggy.
Nigga.
I said, "Where y'all going to this little car?"
Oh, and they had the little dance where they were singing to each other. Hey, like they falling in love.
Oh yeah, because she got stressed out talking about how they got pulled over and racially profiled. So to kind of lighten the mood, he was like, "Shit, let's go jump in the Soul Train line real fast."
I believe.
I still don't believe. I really believe she was so focused on the call. She didn't like that nigga like that. Because not one time she made me feel like she liked that nigga. She didn't like that nigga.
Well, during that song, because the way she was looking at him, like she was falling in love.
Like
but after that,
she loosened up a little bit. But as soon as the song cut off, she was like, "All right, lame man."
Listen, if you don't look at me the way Nala look that simple, you don't love me.
I was just about to say that. She looked at him a certain kind of way, but she didn't give him the Nala eyes. I was like, "Nah, that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough."
You don't give me Nala eyes. You don't like me for real. You just here so you won't get fined.
You just here because I offered you a drink.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Be like that.
Sure. Wow.
They do be like that.
You are guilty of this?
Hell yeah. I like you okay. You good, but you ain't no type of situation. You
Um,
I
that's crazy.
look, I cut people off for no reason. So it just listen, it happens, you know. Some people got it, some people don't.
Mm.
Yep.
So what happens next? This man calls the organization,
Mm-hmm.
and the phone call was going good until the rookie makes a rookie mistake. Hangs up the phone like, I just ate and I didn't leave no crumbs. And Flip was like, nigga, did you just give him your real name? And he was like,
Oh shit.
oh shit. And now the whole department is clowning this man. It's like, you gave him your real name. Hey, good luck with that with the organization, cuz. So so he was like, all right, bet. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do all the talking over the phone, but we gonna send Flip, and he's gonna tell them that he is Ron Starr because the man said he wanted to meet me. My black ass can't go in there. So we gonna send Flip. So he had to black him up a little bit. But why would he have to black him up to go to the organization? But anyway, they had the pep
He
talk.
wasn't trying to black him up. He was trying to get him to sound more like him. That's why he was having him
That's
repeat
what I meant to
after
say.
him. Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. He ain't
Because
trying to
there
black
wasn't no blacking him up.
because that would have been counterproductive. But yeah, he was like, I need your voice to sound like mine, or what they're used to hearing over the phone when you get there. And the irony is, Flip was Jewish.
Mm.
So they dislike blacks just as much as they dislike Jews. And that was part of the initiation, you know what I'm saying? When he put the hood on, he was like, are you, Ron Stallworth, a non-Jewish American white man? And
He
I
was
was
like,
like,
yeah.
oh, they double down on the Jewish.
Mm-hmm. He said, yeah, yeah, what? Oh shit. I said, oh shit, he's gonna get shot. He's gonna get shot.
You know how many times my booty hole puckered in this movie? Because I'm like, they caught. They caught.
Oh
They
Because
is
yeah.
Felix,
caught.
bro, because Felix didn't trust nobody.
Mhm.
So
You know what? I'm sorry to cut you off. When I really said I had an old shit moment when he was doing that target practice, I said, oh shit.
Yeah.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute, nigga. Why would you do that? Why would you show that you a fucking trained sniper and you was hit the fucking ground when you was shooting at the car? And he was looking at him like, hmm.
Because
He
Felix
said,
was dumb, but he wasn't that goddamn dumb.
he wasn't, bro. So he was talking to old buddy. He went to go meet. He was like, yeah, I'm supposed to meet such and such. He was like, nah, change your plans. So they riding in a pickup truck. Ron ride behind him. You
Like
know
an
what I'm saying?
asshole.
Like riding super close, making it super obvious. You know what I'm saying? So he had Flip grabbed a little pump action shotgun from under the seat. Go ahead, go and load it up, brother. Oh, oh, and apparently it was offensive to say the Klan. He was like, yeah, I was glad to be a part of the Klan. He said, a part of the what? What did you just say? Nah, we don't say Mufasa name around these parts.
We didn't talk about Bruno.
We're the organization.
Hey,
So they get,
Felix's wife made me mad too. Just, you know.
oh, Jesus Christ.
We'll get to
So
her though. We'll get to her.
so Felix take him to the pool hall to meet the rest of the guys. And yeah, Felix's wife pissed me off too. So they take him to the pool hall to meet everybody. And for the most part, he's fitting in and playing the part just fine. Like there was nothing suspicious about his body language, his speech patterns. Every time they asked him a question, he answered it, and it just flowed right off the top of the head. Like he didn't have to think about what he was going to say. And you know what I'm saying? He played the part. So Buddy, who took him in, had a real good feeling about him. But Felix is like the hard ass. Like he's got to be the one that's going to test everybody and really put their feet to the fire because he want to know if you serious about this shit. So Felix went to old Buddy and was like, "Yeah, I'm about to take him downstairs and do the thing." And he was like, "Ain't no need for that. He's solid. He ain't gave us no reason to think otherwise." And he kept saying, "Bro, hey, that's not necessary. You got to do this. Hey, Ron, go ahead, come downstairs with me. I gotta show you something."
You mixing parts.
I am.
Yes, because when they went to the bar, that's when he met everybody else, whatever, and then he went back to Ron and got the paperwork. Then he goes to Felix's house because he called him and said, "Hey, I just want to tell you that we really appreciate you. If you want to come by Felix's house on Saturday, you can meet the rest of the guys." And that's when Ron almost got his ass blown out the fucking car because he fucking had to go run interference because old boy took him downstairs to do a Jew polygraph test.
And I feel like I skipped something because I know before he went to Felix's house, there was something about at one point in time he talks to David Duke.
But he talks to David Duke after he gets the paperwork though, because David Duke pushes the paperwork through.
For his membership.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what part of the conversation it was, but they were considering Flip for something. And he was like, no, they were trying to give him a promotion, like they were trying to rank him up. And he was like, "Nah, I can't do it because my dad is sick. He in Dallas." Blah, blah, blah.
You fast forward.
You mixing stuff together. That's further ahead. That's close towards the end.
What the fuck is this random shit that just popped up on my computer? Did something just fall?
No, that was my ice machine. I don't know if y'all heard it. But that's towards the end, Mo. You moving a little. You mixing stuff, but it's okay.
We'll get me back on track then.
Okay, so pool hall, boom. He meet the fat dude who said, "I love those two niggers, the ones that make pancakes and rice." Remember that? Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben. Remember? Okay, so he said that.
Ass.
Right, he was very slow. He said that.
Mouth was always open too. Close your mouth.
Flip comes back to headquarters with old boy. He's like, "Hey, you got paperwork, blah, blah, blah." Blah, skip. Cool. He gives him the paperwork. He fills it out, so on and so forth. So then Ryan gets a phone call from Walter. Walter's like, "Hey, we really like you. Come by the house. You can meet the rest of the guys."
Yeah, that
cool.
was Walter.
He comes, meets the rest of the guys. That's when Felix is like, "Hey, let me show you something." Take him downstairs. Walter's like, "Nah, this is how we lose recruits. What is we even doing?" You know what I'm saying? He's like, "My house, my rules." Take him into his little room or whatever the case may be, try to get him to do a polygraph test. Talking about some, Felix is like, "The Holocaust? That's all fake. Them Jews run Hollywood, blah, 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 blah." Flipper's like, "Hey, but there's footage. Have you not seen the footage?" Da, 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 da. So then he's like, "What's your pecker look like?" He said, "I heard you Jews do something weird with your pecker." He said, "Are you circumvent or something?" Are you circumstanced? He said, "What?" He
like,
said,
"Bro, you trying to see my beef? That's gay." He was like, "You calling me?" He was like, "Who you calling gay?" He was like,
So whole time Ron is listening to this, and he like, "Damn, I gotta do a diversion because this nigga about to get his dick blown off. Something don't happen." So he go and try to, I don't know, he broke a window or something.
He threw a rock through the window.
Yeah, he threw a rock through the house, and here come fucking Felix, fucking wife. "Oh my God, Felix, come here!" Whatever. Somebody in the fucking yard, blah blah blah. And Ron's like, oh shit, trying to get to the car. And then Felix runs out with his gun, and Flint runs out, well, Flint runs out, takes the gun out of his head, and does not hit shit on purpose. He's like, you still want me to take your Jew lie detector test? Whatever. Right? Moving forward, Flip and Ron get together. Again, they talking. During this point, sometime after this is when Ron talks to David Duke, because I think in another instance they were like, hey, if he get his car by this time, you can do some activities. They said that at the when he was at the house. And so
yeah, because they was gonna do a like a cross burning or some shit.
Right. And Ron said, wait, where we at?
We get to the part where
what happened?
Wait,
what?
Hello?
What were we just talking about? Wait, okay. Oh, no. Okay. Talk to David Duke, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, shortly after that, though, Flip goes shooting with them. And it's right after he shot old boy. Or shot at old boy. He goes shooting with them, and that's when they find out that, oh, this nigga really kissed you. He said, next time you'll get that nigger. Whatever. And then he's like, who's those two guys over there? He was like, it's on a need-to-know basis. Blah, they skip. They talk about what they're going to get ready to do. And in the meantime, between time, Duke, Ron talks to Duke. Duke gets his card. And you can take it from there. Because I forgot where I was.
So after he got the card, was that when they started talking about Pops being sick and he had to be back and forth from Dallas or some shit like that? Because they wanted to promote him.
They had a failed cross burning because he kept having the cops come. And then after that, I believe that's the time. It was around that time.
He was like, nah, I can't accept that. Y'all gonna need somebody that's a little bit more constant. You feel me?
We forgot a part.
Oh, forgot
a part. Reel it back. Boom. Felix ass goes to Ron's house.
Yeah.
And finds out that Ron Steinworth is really the real one, lives there, and he's there with the supposedly loudmouth black woman who been, going to the cops or whatever. So they come to the house. He's like, I'm sorry, late, it never happened again. His CPT started messing with fucking the Philip this time too, because he was always late as well. So he get in there, he said, hey, you got a twin. He was like, what? As he's popping open beer or whatever, he's like, yeah, you got a twin. He's a nigger. He's like, what? He said, yeah. Went to his house thinking I was going, have a beer with him. And he was like, he said, you don't know that nigger?
He was like, yeah, I went to your house. And a nigga opened the door, and that loudmouth college union girl, she was there too. And he was like, word? What address did you go to? He was like, yeah, I was down on Martin Luther King Boulevard. He was like, no. He was like, my number ain't listed, and I live on 21st Street.
Mm-hmm.
You went to the wrong house, brother.
Mm.
Had to pull that one out his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because that's what he realized. That this Felix dude is this man is die hard.
And he did start stalking her. He did. Yep, he did.
Die hard for the organization.
It's always one person in the group, though. It's always one person in the group that's it's a crash out. Like, you gotta say, man, watch this movie. Like we all here for the same thing. Playing sports all my life. There's always that one person who just want to fight during a football game. For what? For why? Why, my nigga? You've been trying to kill people all day. So somebody push you in the back, you ready to shoot people on the football field. It's always that one person that you always gotta look out for. Felix was definitely that person.
He was. Okay, so phone call from Felix to Ron. Bring your ass to my house and don't you tell Walter. That's when they was about to organize. I don't know what the fuck that was, but they was trying to do something. and it didn't work out. I think they tried to organize 2 things, and that shit didn't work out. It just did not work out for them because, of course, Ron's the inside man or whatever. So then David Duke wants to come down for Ron's initiation. He's like, "Yeah, brother, you're darn tootin'. I'm gonna be there for your."
He did say you darn too. Oh
You darn
my
tootin'.
God.
I'm gonna be there for your initiation. He was like, "Oh my God, it'll be an honor. Oh my God." Right. So then this is when Ron's boss fucks him. I feel like he did it on purpose. He took him off of that duty and put him on bodyguard duty pretty much for fucking David
For Jesus Christ.
a nigger. For the Grand
They said,
Wizard
yeah,
of
David
the
Duke been
organization.
receiving a lot of death threats, so we gonna have you be his security at the dancery.
I would have done it. I don't think I
He was
would've
like,
done it.
"That's not fair." And then that's when him and, "Oh, you gotta get something to put something, Sanders." Or whatever the fuck he said. But that shit took me out.
Because he figured out that he was the one who pulled Patrice over. So he started to confront him. He was like, "Hey, that was you who pulled old girl over? Couldn't keep your motherfucking hands to yourself?" And he said, "What'd you say, boy?" And you know, boy is one of them trigger words. And
Oh yeah, especially for me.
now I got to cut you.
Oh yeah, it's special. Well, damn sure it should work for me, guys. Don't bore me.
So here we are. He has to go be the bodyguard for David Duke. He said that he had jive. Homeboy sounds exactly the fucking same. So much to the point that they not only did the Grand Wizard look a little strange, but so did Walter. Like, have I talked to this nigga before? Like, I've seen. Seems like I talked to this nigga before. So
Yeah, he was like, "Have I met you before?" He was like, "No."
They get to the event, and Felix is like, "What's that doing here?" Talking about Ron, the real Ron.
Who is this nigga on this bag?
You know,
And so then what happened? Oh, okay. So he's standing there or whatever the case may be, and they like, "Don't you move. You stay right here," whatever. So he don't move. They all go in there and put their little robes and shit on to do the initiation. Whole time Ron looking through the little ventilation system, looking in that shit or whatever, why it's going on. They do that. Fucking Flip could not get it right. He said, "Are you a non-Jew white American man or some shit like that?" And he was like, "Yeah."
yeah.
You know what? And they were like, "Yeah, what?"
It was pretty much, yeah, type shit.
And here to say the whole thing. Then all the motherfuckers run in there. Then they start watching the movie. What the fuck else happened? After they watched the movie, they had their feast. Now this is where the shit fucks up. This is where shit started going left. That scared the shit out of me. Did y'all can see?
Whatever it was, I just missed it.
Okay.
The door open.
You got a ghost in your house?
No, I'm not.
Like a ghost?
The light just turned on. But okay, so they had a feast or whatever. And then the real Ron, he talks to, David Duke, and he's like, "Hey, nobody's ever gonna ever think that or believe me if I say I met you. Can we take a picture?" And he was like, "Yeah, if those shades come off." He's like, "Yeah, they come off." So he gave the camera to Flip. And Flip was like, "Don't touch me," trying to play the part. Like, "Don't touch me, nigger." You know what I'm saying? And so they're just standing there, and as soon as he goes to hit the button, Ron puts his arms on both of them, and he's like,
"Bring it
in." And he was like, "What you just do, boy? What you just do?"
Then he had to flip it on him like, "Hey, you touch me, take your ass to jail."
That's the blackest he sounded the whole movie.
How about you come to Louisiana?
Yeah, see how we play.
Yeah, come to Louisiana.
And at the time that this was going on, the most Mexican looking motherfucker out of this organization.
Listen,
Because I was like, he's not a white man. This is not a white man. The most Mexican looking motherfucker out of the organization says, hey, he a cop. To Felix, of all people, to Felix. And he's like, who? Ron?
Felix kept calling him Flip. He was like, Flip? Who the hell is Flip? My name ain't Flip.
Right. And he was like, yeah, he put me away. Then his name is Philip Zimmerman, but they go by Flip. And he was like, kind of Jew name. Some kind of Jew name.
He was like, hey, don't worry about it. It was inside joke.
Bruh. So then they like, okay, we gonna get his ass. He said, you want to tell the Grand Wizard? He said, nah, we gonna tell him at the right time. They get that, sit at that table. Felix keep calling him. You know my friend? He was like, no, I don't know who that. Whatever. I'm about to have a seizure because Duke need to get back and scream. Good God, boy.
That nigga should have blinking.
Focus. No, I'm just no, but so he was like, nah, I don't know him or whatever. And he's like, Philip, and then by the way, Felix had sent his wife to go put a bomb at some location. No, the first location, remember, she had to go to Plan B because there's too many cops.
Right.
So then he was like, well, baby, it's okay. You know, go to Plan B. Remember you said I was going to need you one day, blah, blah, blah. I need you right now. So she goes to Patrice's house and she's trying to put the bomb in the mailbox.
But
don't fit.
For the mailbox.
And Patrice and her friend was coming up the street, so she runs back to her car and puts it underneath Patrice's car or whatever the case may be. Didn't get a chance to tell her husband, her fault. But Ron, he rolled up.
Because Ron bit that corner something super tough.
And tackled her ass. And then the cops gonna come and pretty much take her side, because of course she was a white woman. He tried to rape me. Arrest him. Start whooping his ass, and Flip comes and he's like, no, he a cop. After he already got his ass whooped. But at the same time, Felix and his homies was rolling up and pushed the bomb right next to the bomb, not knowing it was in the car.
Right,
it
they
was
pulled up right next to the car
and pushed the fucking button.
And pushed the goddamn button. And blew their own self up. That's what your ass get. Brother, you might mute it.
Type shit.
As soon as they pulled up to the car, I said,
They was close. They was close. Like they was close.
That's why he died. Shit. That's crazy.
I would say I feel sorry.
But at the end,
somebody had to go.
Yeah. So in the end, Ron is talking to David Duke on the phone. And I can't remember how it goes, like for sure. But he said something to the effect, because they had a conversation before, how you know you're not talking to a black man. He's like, yeah, because of how they say they are. We say are. They say aura. Or something like that, he said. And I was like, damn, that's fucked up. I was saying that in my head. But at the end, he's on the phone with him. And
like, hey, remember that black security guard? Did you ever get his name? He was like, no, I don't think I did. And he was like, are you sure?
That was a good dad joke.
That was a terrible dad joke.
It was terrible.
But when he did it, I said, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. That's a big ass cut.
It is.
That's at least a 56-ounce cut.
No, it's not.
32.
It's not even that big.
Either it's not big or you got small hands.
I have man hands. What are we talking about?
Stop the cap.
Yeah, Super Bowl ring you got on too.
If Ken held that cup, it looked like a shotgun.
For sure. For sure. Ken had a gallon styrofoam cup. And his hand went all the way around.
Like his fingers was touching.
like, you got to warn me or something.
No, ain't no warning over here.
I almost got choked out, man. I had a piece of ice down my throat.
You got to get the cocktail ice.
What's cocktail ice?
Like the little small.
Oh, the crushed ice?
Like
Sonic ice?
no, it's not crushed ice. Like the ice you get from Chick-fil-A.
Sonic's ice.
The Lord's ice. But yeah, when they're little small, like little ice balls like this, they call it cocktail ice.
Okay.
Been all right, people.
Because crushed ice ain't consistent enough for me. You feel me?
I can do it though.
Type shit. I like ice, but in the form of a freeze pop. I have a mild addiction to freeze pops. You feel me?
That's like one of the first things I kind of learned about you, which is wild.
Word?
And the crazy part about it, they really not his.
Oh, I know. He's still for the babies.
No, I mean, I bought it for them, but see, if they don't eat them, that's not my fault. And then I bought 2 packs and put them in the freezer at my job. So everywhere I go, freeze pops.
Wait, y'all work in the heat though, so I understand.
Yeah, my job, we got a slushy machine in my job.
Must be nice. You know what we got at my job? Bullshit.
Y'all got a key.
Reindeer games. What the fuck we got at my job? I don't even want to get on that because I'm gonna get pissed off because I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Hey, you already got your outfit for the day? You already got it laid out like first
Bruh,
day?
y'all not getting no outfit today. We wanna know why? Because I'm wearing scrubs the only 2 days I'm gonna be there. I'm wearing scrubs. Ain't no need y'all seeing all that.
Scrubs, matching J's, type shit.
I mean,
do you have your word of the day written down already?
Word of the day?
Yeah, you know how you say you brush your face, when you brush your teeth.
Yes, I say it every day except for weekends. What do you mean?
All right, so boom. So they expose the organization. All is well. Ron and Patrice get back on the good foot. You know what I'm saying? They talking or whatever, and she hit him with the old, I would give you these cheeks, but I can't sleep with the enemy type shit. And then it's a random knock on the door, and in classic Spike Lee fashion, because it's never a Spike Lee movie if he doesn't do the where like somebody stands on a moving platform and they're standing still, but they're moving. Like that is like a Spike Lee signature in his movies. He does it in almost all of his movies. So he pulled a revolver out. She like, shit, I got a gun too. So they both pointing their gun at the door, and they said, I don't know what kind of house this is in, but that hallway was long as shit. And they just guns drawn on the skateboard, sliding down the hallway with their guns drawn, and they get to the window, and it's a burning cross outside.
I would have took that job. I'm sorry. They had to give me something else. They had to give me something.
So yeah, they was in the hallway of the apartment.
Because you gotta realize this is an organization. This is not 2 dudes from down the road that you fucking. This is a whole organization. So you thought this was over because 3 people dead and a white lady got arrested? Hell no.
And you stuck it to David Duke.
Hell no. And he's from Louisiana. That's a different type of racist. You know what I'm saying? So he mad. He big man.
He big man.
He big man.
They done bamboozled.
Yeah. He was hooked.
So after they successfully take care of that, they go back to the chief's office, and he was like, "Hey, I need you to destroy any evidence of that investigation, like all of it." And it was like, "Nigga, we just put all this work in. We done went undercover, put our lives on the line, laughed in the face of danger, And you want us to throw all that work in the trash, cuz? And they left the office on that nigga. Like, man, hey, man, father, fuck you, man. Like, ain't no way. I didn't look. I went to GameStop, bought a brand new game, bought a memory card. I put in hours, fucking countless hours playing this game. I finally beat the game. Now you telling me you want me to erase all the data off my memory card?
Cold blooded.
Hey, and nigga, is you cool? All that hard work I put in, I done unlocked all the secret levels. I done unlocked all the characters, all the secret characters. You want me to delete the data off my memory card?
And I didn't even use cheat codes.
And I didn't use no cheat codes
At all.
That's basically what he said to me. That's what it sounded like he said to me. Hey, delete your memory card. Nigga, what? You know how hard Metal Gear Solid was?
Oh yeah. You know how hard Halo was, man?
And you want me to delete that?
I just got the golden gun. You want me to throw this cartridge away, cuz? You want me to throw this memory card away?
I hope you stub your toe. I hope your paper shredder get jammed up because you try to put too many sheets of paper in at one time. I hope your garbage can accidentally tip over when you got a half cup of coffee in. I hope your engine misfire. I hope you overcook your cream and leave in the morning.
Yeah, they eat grits.
Nah, they don't eat grits.
They don't eat grits. Not in Colorado.
They ain't got grits in Colorado, cuz.
So you eat grits?
You know what? I was cause the face she made when you said grits, I was like, nah, I know she did just respond with the 25.
Of course I eat grits. I eat grits, cream of wheat. I eat all that.
So you put sugar in your grits?
No, I do not.
Okay. Type shit.
Who the fuck puts
Hey.
You know what? Do I eat blue cheese? No, I do not.
Type shit.
Type shit.
Type shit.
Mine did a black card revoke game or some shit. Y'all trying to take my shit?
So when you eat spaghetti, right?
Do I put sugar in it? Are you asking if I put sugar in my spaghetti?
No, because I know people who do that. That cuts the acidity of the tomato sauce, like in the cooking process, not to eat it. But what are your meats of choice for your spaghetti?
It's either ground turkey or ground beef.
So you don't put fish on your spaghetti?
No, spaghetti is a meal. It's not a damn side. I hate when people be like it's a side. It's not a side.
Type shit.
Type shit.
Last food question. Have you ever partake of a mutton sandwich?
A who?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
If you don't know what mutton is, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We appreciate you, Shay. You all right with us?
Come you feel me? We have found our people.
Yeah.
Cause I'm trying to figure out what the fuck a mutton is. Is that a fish?
Nah.
Close enough.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It's in the past. Don't worry about it.
Google
Don't
it.
worry about it.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our review of the Blackkklansman, released in 2018, produced by Spike Lee. You feel me? I don't know what we're reviewing on Tuesday yet.
I do.
Wait a minute, real quick. We forgot. Y'all see my little hashtag, little thingy at the bottom say butter biscuit. It's because real quick, Ron had said that he said I used to know. He said I used to know a nigger. I used to play with him until one day when he said that I couldn't play with that cool.
I forgot all about Butter
His
Biscuit.
name, he said his name was Butter Biscuit. He said, what kind of name is that? He said he loved his mama's Butter Biscuits. Boy, when I tell you, I was dying. When I was texting y'all, I was like, yo.
Butter Biscuit got to be the blackest nickname I've ever heard in my life. Butter Biscuit. Shea Butter Biscuit.
There you go.
You feel me? So, dude, what we doing Tuesday? Or what you gonna suggest we do Tuesday?
In Time, brother, with Justin Timberlake.
So I don't know what we reviewing on Tuesday, but we probably we gonna put it in the Discord. I didn't know we was watching NSYNC music videos, but whatever we doing,
it's one of my favorite movies, bro. I swear, it's one of my favorite movies.
Can I get a link to Discord, please?
I got you. I will send you a link to the Discord. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't, go to the Popcorn in Your Beard Instagram. The link for the Discord is in the Instagram, Shay. I will send it to you personally. But for those of you, to the 8 people who was watching, to the 8 peoples, the link to the Discord is in the description. Join the Discord, join the conversation. We'll be in there cutting up, you feel me, having a good old time, grand old time. We put upcoming reviews and updates to things that we're going to review in the future in the Discord. We do polls in the Discord. We have a suggestion box. You can put your suggestions in the suggestion box, because the first Tuesday of every month, we pull a movie from the suggestion box and review it. And that means the next time we will pull from the suggestion box will be June 3rd. But other than that, in Rashad's absence, because his birthday was this weekend, he's still celebrating his birthday, doing hood rat shit with his friends. That's why Rashad is not here tonight. Ken lives a double life. We all know this. And Mika, you know what I'm saying, taking time off to make sure her daughter finished the school year as strong as possible. Shout out to Mika. Make sure y'all tune into the Cinematic Nightmares podcast. You know what I'm saying? She's doing dope shit over there. And I have been your host, the King MOE, aka if you put 2 afros together, it's good luck.
Hey man. This your boy Duke, your favorite fat person. I have been circumstanced. I've been circumstanced.
Shea Butter Baby. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
Hey guys, this is your girl Unpopular Stoner, aka Shea Butter Biscuit. Okay,
Hey.
Find me on TikTok at Unpopular Stoner, or in my couples page with Shay and Samani, or Don't Know the Date Yet, or my podcast on YouTube called Ain't No Book to This Shit. My guys are just guests on there, and I'll be posting little clips of that. So yeah, that's to come.
Yep, y'all know the drill. Every Tuesday night, every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned for updates on what we might possibly be doing on Tuesday. And that's about it. You jive ass turkeys.
Bye.
Before
To cut everybody off.
like now.
What's going on?
I don't think I'm fight.
That's wild, bro.
Where are we coming up with these questions? Orgy going on? My man said he's a joke.
She aged like cheese. Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Practically become Bruce Wayne.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.